Hey folks, Eric the Old Jarhead here. Thanks for watching and welcome back to the channel. I think we're gonna have some fun today. Now, to start off, I gotta tell you, I'm now setting up my mill in almost the exact same spot that I set up my original LT10 on the ground in the winter of 2011. In fact, it was late February of 2011 that I set that little LT10 up right here and started milling up ponderosa pine. So it's kind of cool for me, sort of going back home with the sawmill. And trust me, after a winter of having to work on hydraulics and of course way too much snow and ice and things to get out there and mill, and I was having some back problems too, you know, it's just really awesome to be back up at the cabin, getting the mill ready to start turning these logs into lumber, logs that we brought down just this week and decked up. And you probably saw one of those videos earlier where I was decking up the logs. If not, I'll drop a link down below for you to check it out. But you know what? Let's get some dish liquid and pine sol into that 5-gallon jug of water. And yes, folks, that's all I use. That's all I've been using for over a dozen years. It works great. I know some guys like to use diesel and things like that. Honestly, this is what Woodmizer recommends. It's what I use. It works for me. You know, maybe diesel would work too, but I'm happy with using water and pine sol and dish liquid. It works for me. Now, we're going to get the mill set up. And you know, every time you set one of these mills up, it's always kind of one of those little challenges. I don't have the fine-tune outriggers for it. That's an option. I believe when I bought the one for the front, which is the only one I have, it was about $250, and those are kind of spendy. Imagine having to buy 5 or 6 of those, right? So I just decided, you know what, I'm good with the ones that I've got, but it does mean you got to do a little digging here and there. You got to shim things up a little bit now and then. But this mill doesn't have to be perfectly flat, perfectly level, or anything else. It just needs to be solid to the ground. So we're going to get it there, get it set up, get a log up on the deck, and get milling. So let's get to it. Let's get her done. All right, here we go. Logs up on the deck. We've got it positioned, but I needed to just kind of tweak it a little bit. And then you're going to see something right here, something you've been waiting for. I've got a little news flash for you. Look at this. Boom, right there. Yes, folks, there's a laser on the mill, but you can't see it, and I can't use it. And I haven't finished the video on it yet, so trust me, it is going to come out, and I appreciate Apenex waiting so long for it. But this has been a tough winter. Now, I had planned on adjusting the laser in this video. I was going to bring it to you. I was going to show you how I put that laser on, and I got everything working great, and it was going to be awesome. But you might notice that where I set the mill up, the sun, which is to the south of me, is pointed directly at that side of the mill. It is blasting that mill with full-on sun rays, and guess what I discovered? A 20 milliwatt green laser don't show up when the sun's beating down that hard on the side of the log. So I'm going to get that adjusted, and it will definitely be great to be able to use that, but right now, not happening, folks. So we'll get to that. Meanwhile, this log, I said in an earlier video I was going to take these small logs and mill them all 5/8. Well, changed my mind. That's the beauty of milling your own log. I decided to go ahead and mill this with 1 inch instead. I can use it for some siding or shelving or something like that, but it was such a gnarly log, I thought, you know what? Let's just live edge slab her right down to the deck in 1 inch intervals, get it off the mill, and get the next one up. But while we're doing that, I want you to pay attention to the mill. See if you can see what's going on, or, well, maybe hear it. And if you do hear it, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think's going on. How do you like that view? I love that. I don't know if you heard it, but the mill's not quite running right. You'll notice when it's idling, it seems to be idling a bit on the low side, and it kind of hunts a little bit. And when I get full throttle, it also seems to hunt a little bit. The RPMs kind of climb and drop, just sort of in a slow harmonic path. It shouldn't do that, folks. It should run nice and smooth the whole time. Now, I know it's been kind of a long winter. Haven't really done a lot of milling this winter. In fact, haven't done any since, well, the fall. So I'm sure we just need to do a bit of a tune-up, change out some air filters and all that good stuff, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But for now, still running well enough. I should be able to get some more milling done. So we're going to get the next log up on the deck and get that one done. All right, now this one, it's pretty small, and I decided, you know what, I need all the D-logs I can get for the cabin addition. I want to be able to put a 12 by 18 log cabin style addition onto our cabin, as well as an 8 by 10 little dinette bump out. And I'm gonna do it all with D-logs. So I gotta make lots of D-logs, and I gotta thin out the forest for forest fire protection. Why not start turning these into D-logs? And that's what I'm gonna do. So this one, we're gonna get this one knocked out. And again, listen to the mill. See if you can hear what's going on. Try to keep the music down while it's running. Obviously, something isn't quite right. Well, folks, the mill's not running right. That's pretty clear, and I don't know if you heard it, but it's definitely kind of hunting a little bit. So, I am going to get another log up on the deck, though that will be in the next video. We're going to see if maybe after blowing out the air filters, if that's going to help it out a little bit. We'll try a couple things, see if we can get it to run a little bit better. That video is coming out next week. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, folks. I really appreciate your being here. And do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, too. Then you'll get to know when that next video is coming out. Thanks for watching, folks. I really appreciate you being here. The old jarhead out. It's definitely not running.
Yeah, I would say you're